Welcome back to our playthrough of gijoe deck building game, Raise the Flag campaign expansion. We're in Act 2. Our heroes, Shipwreck and Snake Eyes, we're playing two-handed. They're in a bit of trouble right now. Our threat meter is in the yellow. We've got 3 Cobra battalions out. Just a quick note about the campaign. So at the end of the episode, as long as we complete the Act 2 finale, we can move on to the next episode of the campaign. So we'll see how we do. If we don't get past Act 2, then that's considered a catastrophic failure, and you have to start over. But for now, let's continue our adventure. If you've been enjoying the content so far, let me get a like, maybe throw a yojo in the comments if you want us to try to do episode 2. If we make it through here. All right, and let's pick up where we left off. So we got our mission in place. It's going to be Shipwreck's turn. They're trying to lose us. We need to know where those snakes are retreating. It's got 1 complication, bonus for aircrafts. Add 2 Cobra battalions to the lineup. Place a damage token on this mission. At the end of each round, remove 1 damage token from this mission. If you cannot, this mission immediately fails. So we did all that setup already. It needs 5 with a complication. We're looking for tracker and recon. All right, and it is Shipwreck's turn. So let's check out what we have in Shipwreck's deck. All right, so we've got a second effort, a diffuse, smart missile, Shipwreck, and comms, which is not great. That's no GIs. He could take tracker. He could take the ram. Oh, yeah, these are his cards. Hopefully. We could use comp to swap something out, but I think I'm okay with what's in there. We could use smart missile, defuse, and we get a reroll. But it doesn't have anything to help out with one of these Cobra battalions. So I think what we'll do, he does have a defuse. We're going to use the smart missile on Snake Eyes and let him get a card out of his deck. We're going to have Snake Eyes get his diffuse card out of the discard pile. So then that way, when he gets to go, he can try to lower the mission. And then if I take the flag, we can get 3 dice. If I take tracker, we only get 2. But if he fails the mission, if Shipwreck fails the mission, we get a complication. All right, so we are going to take the flag on his first mission, which means we get the abilities of all of the ships, and we're going to go up against the Cobra battalion. So we'll get 3 dice. He is going to take the flag, so he's going to get to use the ram's ability. So we're just going to use recon, and then he'll get 1 die. So we'll get 4 die. We need to beat 2, and we have a reroll. All right, we got it. 1, 2, 3, 4. So Shipwreck is successful. The Cobra battalion is defeated. Then we're going to go ahead and play defuse, defeat the side mission. So we'll take the threat level down by 1. After you use the flag, the vehicle then goes to the hangar. So instead of getting discarded, this will now be available in the hangar, and the next time it's used, it'll be gone. All right, so let's see. Shipwreck's gone. We've used diffuse. Second one we didn't use. We have comm. So we've only got 2 resources. So we could buy a service rifle and call it a day. And do we put this in reserve? So we'll put second effort in reserve. We'll purchase a service rifle. And that is going to be Shipwreck's turn. We'll draw up his hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And his second, so he'll have a service rifle, muskrat, ripcord, and 2 GIs for his next turn. Then we'll go over to Snake Eyes. Snake Eyes has Disrupt the Drone Strike. It has Recon and Stealth. Recon, that's the RAM. We might want to use that. All right, so we are dealing with Snake Eyes' hand. He's got a Defuse, Cover Fire, Sky Striker, Skyhawk, a GI, and Snake Eyes. We'll send these 2 vehicles to the flag. And we are going to use Cover Fire on the first remaining Cobra Battalion. So Cover Fire will defeat 1 Cobra Battalion in the lineup. That's gone. Then we've got Tracker or Recon for the main mission. He doesn't have that. Recon and Stealth for the side mission. So he's got a Precision Strike in his lane. Disrupt the Drone Strike. I think we are going to want to do that. And I think +2 wild. Nope, it has airplane symbol. We won't get that. If we take the flag again, we get +2 stealth, +3 wild, and we'd get to return the Skyhawk to the hangar. Tracker and Recon. Tracker or Recon. All right, let's go ahead and do, can he beat this with just 4 dice? 4 dice, we need 2 with no rerolls. Or do we take the flag and try to make it? Yeah, we'll take the flag. So we're gonna get the bonus of both these vehicles. So we're gonna get the Skyhawk bonus, Recon and Stealth, and we will get the Sky Striker bonus. And since the airplane matches, so that's 5 dice, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 dice for 2. We're going how you say a little overboard. This is 8 dice. We just need 2. Bam, we got it. No need to roll. So we have defeated the Precision Strike side mission. This will go into the discard pile. We're going to defuse and lower threat by 1. This will bring this down. The Sky Striker and the Skyhawk are going to go from the flag to the hangar. So they'll still be available to use. If Snake Eyes defeats a side mission, target player draws 2 cards. So right now he's got 4 threat. Let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5. We want it to be, let's see, is there Tracker or Recon in this deck? Yeah, I think Snake Eyes will pick himself and draw 2 cards. We got Distraction and Second Effort. Not great. The GI that went was successful, so he is going to retire. All right, Snake Eyes is gone. Can't use this distraction, so that's basically going to be our turn. Let's do our recruiting. Let's see, we've got 2, 3, 5 points to recruit with. What do we want? Could get the rocket launcher to discard 1 complication. That could be good. You called for backup. Add 1 Joe from your hand to a teammate's side mission during your turn. At the end of the mission, return the card to your hand. I think we're going to go with the rocket launcher because we'll probably try to do this next turn. So this is 2, 4, 5. We're going to spend 3 and take the rocket launcher. And then let's see if we get a 2-point card. We do not. Do we want to get another service rifle? I don't think we do. I don't think we do. All right, so we picked up the rocket launcher. That's going to go on top of Snake Eyes' deck. It lets us discard 1 complication attached to the story mission. Now we are at the end of the round. Activate the story mission effect. That means at the end of each round, remove 1 of these tokens. So if we don't defeat this next round, we're going to lose. We're going to lose that mission. Then it is card effects. There's no other card effects out. The threat meter. Threat meter is add a Cobra battalion. And then we'll move it up 1. Oh, I forgot to draw Snake Eyes' hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So next turn, he's going to have the rocket launcher, 1, 2, 3 GIs, and a gas grenade. That's not a great hand. That's not a great hand at all. I don't think either one of these hands are good. Okay, then we are back over to Shipwreck. So Shipwreck is working with the service rifle, muskrat, ripcord, 2 GIs, and a second effort. And we probably want to go after the mission. The mission needs tracker or recon. Do I have any tracker or recon? I've got stealth. I've got wild. No tracker or recon. We got a reroll. It's an airplane mission. Sky Striker has 2 stealth, 3 wild. That's no good. Skyhawk has +2 recon. That's no good. And these guys only have 1, 2, 3 regular GI. I don't think there's any way I can finagle this to be better. I don't have anything that's going to give me a condition. If I defeat a side mission, I can lower it. We can use Muskrat's ability. I think they're just going to take the Vamps. Tracker or recon. Or we take the Sky Striker. Sky Striker will give us +3 dice. So we'll get 5 dice. And we can send Muskrat and him and get 6 dice in the Sky Striker. And we would just be taking Muskrat because he has this ability to see if we can lower the threat. I think that's our best chance. Otherwise, we're going to lose. All right. So we are going to attempt the mission. We're going to take the Sky Striker. Can only hold 2 Joes. We're going to send Ripcord and Muskrat. Ripcord has the wild skill. So he'll add 2 dice. This will add 3 dice. And he'll add 1. So it's going to be 6 dice. And we are going to try to attempt to do. They're trying to lose us. We will reveal the complication. It is a his tank attack. At the end of your turn, threat increases by 1. That's not terrible. We'll give that to Snake Eyes. Nobody has a diffuse. Yep, we'll give it to Snake Eyes. All right, so we are trying to beat a 5. Let's do Muskrat's special ability. Roll 5 dice for each double. Reduce the mission difficulty by 1. All right, so we are trying to find doubles. 1 double. Okay, so it's a 4. So we need 4 successes. We get 1, 2, 3, 5 dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5, 6 dice. And we need 4 successes. 4. We got it. Fantastic. So these guys were successful in the Sky Striker. This mission we have completed. We get 2. Threat goes down by 2. And in the log, put tracked cobra. So our threat's going to go down by 2. We're going to get our mission out. Go to the log notes. Story notes. We are going to write tracked cobra. So last time we got subsunk and determined, and now we've got tracked cobra on there. And then we will put this card into our victory pile. And that mission is complete. All right, so then let's go back over here. So now the Sky Striker is done. That's going to go in his discard pile, Shipwreck's discard pile, just like you would normally do. These guys have activated. I have got 2 more Joes and a reroll. So we're going to send these 2 Joes in the Vamp. And they're going to take on one of the Cobra battalions. It's a side mission, so we'll get +1 die. So they'll get 3 dice. They need 2 successes, and we got a second effort reroll to take out this Cobra battalion. All right, so let's see if we can get this done. That's 2 successes. Cobra battalion is defeated. Vamp goes back to the hangar. These 2 Joes were successful. So let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 5 recruit if I don't retire these guys, or 3 if I do. We are going to retire these 2 GIs from Shipwreck's deck. Then we're going to recruit for 3 and take the shark. That'll go in his discard pile. This will come out. And then we'll draw up his hand. It's 1. Shuffle this deck real quick. Two, 3, 4, and 5. So he's going to have a recovery signal, shipwreck, defuse, and 2 vehicles. So those vehicles came right back out. That's not great. Then we're going to go over to Snake Eyes. Snake Eyes' hand, he's got the rocket launcher. GIs, 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 and a gas grenade. There is no story mission that's active because we defeated it. But there are 2 threats that are available. We definitely want to get rid of this his tank attack. It only requires 1. So the question is, do we just send 1 guy and see if we get lucky? Explosives or tracker? Do we have any vehicles with explosives or tracker? It does have ground, so I could get 2 wild if we take the ram. Which, why not? We'll have 1 GI take the ram, so he'll get 3 dice. He needs 1 success. We're going to use the 2 wild, and this has the ground symbol. So 3 dice, looking for 1 success. And we didn't get it. That sucks a bit, so that was a fail. These 2 guys are going to take the vamp. So 2 dice, and we need 1. We get it. All right, so we got 1 success. We defeat this side mission. Yeah, these 2 soldiers took the vamp. All right, then we are going to retire the 2 GIs that were successful. Vamp is going to go back to the hangar. Ram goes to the discard. That leaves us with 4, 5. Recruit. And I think we're going to go with, let's see, vehicles is what's on top right now. I don't see any vehicles in the deck, but I know we have a lot. I think we're going to grab torpedo. Yep, we'll spend 5. We'll grab torpedo. The torpedo will go on top of Snake Eyes deck. We'll shuffle this up. And then we are at the end of the round. One, two, three, 4. So that's his 5 cards. So he's going to have torpedo, service rifle, stalker, hawk, and a GI. For the next round, then we are going to activate the story mission. All right, so our next story mission is High Speed Heist. The Joes need their top researchers on this to reverse engineer Cobra's tech. That advanced technology is slithering away at a breakneck pace. It's going to have 2 complications. Add 1 Cobra battalion to the lineup. Place the bomb token 2 spaces above the threat marker, and the threat marker reaches the bomb. The mission immediately fails. Okay, so we got another timer. It's going to have 2 complications. It needs vehicles, and the last one is martial arts and vehicles. So here's 2 complications, 1 and 2. Then we're going to get the bomb marker. Put that 2 spaces above the threat meter. Right, so then we got 2 rounds basically. And we got to do this heist. As water mission. Let me replace torpedo in the lane. That's mainframe with tech. Card effects is done. Threat meter is in the green, so it moves up 1. And then it always moves up 1. Wait, did I do that wrong? Wait, that can't be right. Add 1 Cobra battalion to the lineup. Activate any pin. So the story mission became active. We add 1 Cobra battalion. Token 2 spaces above the threat marker. If the threat marker reaches the token, the mission immediately fails. I think we just failed the mission, right? Because at the end of the round, the threat meter is on green. It said move it 2 above. Right? So just make sure I'm doing this right. Place the token 2 spaces above the threat marker. Okay. If the threat marker reaches the green, this mission immediately fails. Yeah, I think since we're in the bottom of the green, card effects in threat meter. So threat meter 1 to green, so the end of the round it moves up 1. And then it always moves up 1. Unless it's supposed to be here, and that's 2 spaces above. But that's 3. I don't think that's the case. I think we fail. So let me just say, like, if we were in green, if you ever pull this mission and you're in green, it seems like you would automatically fail. Story mission, card effects, threat meter. Yep. End of turn. That doesn't really seem right, but maybe that's the case. I am not 100% sure. Is it an edge case? Let's see. What is this mission called? High Speed Heist. Let me just see if I can find something really fast. High Speed Heist. Gijoe deck builder. I don't see anything. I don't see anything that says that I don't see anything by errata. So I am going to assume that we are meant to fail this. Yeah, if we play rules as written, if that's not right, somebody let me know. It feels like this mission is set up where if you are anywhere in the green threat area, you're automatically gonna fail. That doesn't seem right though. We'll move it up one and say that maybe it's 2 spaces above and 3, because it doesn't seem right. Like it would say like, hey, if you are in the green, just fail. It's, it shouldn't make you go through all that. So we'll put the red marker 1 extra space up. We were on the green, so we have to move it up 1. And then threat meter, we have to move it up 1. And then we'll start from there. So we added the second guy to the battalion. If I'm wrong about this mission, it's called High Speed Heist. If anybody knows if this fails all the time on green, yeah, I'd like to hear about it. We probably will still fail because these hands are not great, but I would basically have to either do a defuse, which I can. I do have 1 defuse I can use to avoid it. All right, so back to the game. It's Shipwreck's turn. He's got a recovery signal, Shipwreck, a defuse, and 2 vehicles. The vehicles are going to go to the flag. He may use those. He's probably going to go after a Cobra battalion. And he would have to use tracker. Is there anything with tracker? Wants to do a side mission so that he can get his defuse to go off. And then each player returns 1 of their Joes on this mission to their hand. That could be good. None of these vehicles have tracker. The shark has +2 wild. We could take the shark. +2 wild, +2 stealth, +1 vehicles. We actually have a lot of vehicles. We have a lot of vehicles right now. And this is a water mission. Water just gives +2 tech. So he could get +2. We'd have to use the Skyhawk. He could use the Skyhawk, go after the Cobra Battalion, get 4 dice by using vehicles, discard it, and then maybe it comes back up here next turn. Or he can take the flag, which is kind of overkill, and use wild or stealth. Nope, none of those help him. Yeah, we'll have to just risk it. He's going to take the Skyhawk. So Shipwreck will take the Skyhawk. He's going to go after a Cobra battalion. And he is going to get 3 dice. We're going to use vehicles, 3 from Skyhawk, 1. So we have 4 dice. He needs to beat 2. And then based on this roll, we'll see what we have to do. Beat 2. Okay, he gets it. So the battalion is defeated. We'll do defuse to make it go down by 1. That'll last us 1 round. And then we're going to do the recovery signal. This will go into the discard to get Shipwreck back. And then when Shipwreck succeeds on a mission, he gets to draw 1 card. So he'll draw a card. It is Comms. Comms, choose 1, discard 1 uncovered card from the lineup or target teammate. He's going to use Comms. We're going to discard Grenade from the lineup. Pull something else out. We got a Shuriken. Sorry about that. I didn't swap screens right away. We got Comms for the extra card from Shipwreck. So Shipwreck has 3 recruit And I think maybe I need to just put shipwreck in reserve and see if I get something better. We could buy a shuriken. So we'll put shipwreck in reserve. We'll use these two to get the shuriken. And then we'll draw up his hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll flip this over. Maybe next turn we'll have enough to upgrade him. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, we have just enough to upgrade him if we want. So just enough to get him promoted. Then let's go to Snake Eyes. We've got Torpedo, Service Rifle, Stalker, Hawk, and a GI. So we've actually got a lot of heavy hitters. We need vehicles to get rid of this mission. Only vehicles. And I think all the vehicle guys are in Shipwreck's deck. Tracker, Martial Arts, Stealth, Martial Arts. The Sea Transport is used, you get +2 wild. So I could send, did I pull anybody with vehicles? Ripcord is wild. We didn't pull anybody with vehicles, but we've got 2 vehicles there. Nothing for wild. If we last one more round, we're going to get a Cobra Battalion. It's going to go up 1. And then let's see, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. 2, 4, 5. We could get the sniper rifle. Do one more mission. All right, let's go ahead and, oh, if you're the active player, get +2 wild. That's not bad. That's 4 dice. 5. So we could get 6 dice, trying to do 4. +1 wild skill. And then we could send a Ripcord. But then we won't be able to level up Shipwreck. Decisions. Do we clear this lane and go one more round? This isn't going to do anything. It's just going to put the Cobra Battalion back. I don't have any vehicles here. It just seems like a waste. We take the flag. We send 4 people. 2 dice. So he'd get 2. +2 wild. So he'd get 3. 1 dice. +2 wild. He'd get 3. And then send Ripcord. 4. 5. So we'd have 3, 4, 5, 6 dice. And we would be able to use the vehicles. Okay, let's do it. We're going to go after the mission. So Shipwreck's going to help. We're going to go after the mission. We're taking the flag. So when we take the flag, we get to use all the abilities, which is just going to be a wild on this one. It's just 3 dice because it has 2 wild and +1 vehicles. And then it's a sea mission. So we'll get his sea ability. Shipwreck's going to help. Ripcord's going to go. So those are the 4 Joes that are going to go. Let's see what the complications are. First complication is Moray Sea Assault, Stealth and Recon. At the end of your next turn, if the current story mission fails, discard this card. Stealth and Recon. I think we'll have Snake Eyes keep this one because he will probably pop up. Next complication is captured story mission, discard 1 Joe from this mission. So we are going to discard the GI. He'll get discarded from this mission. and we will see if we can do it. All right, so we get 3 dice from Torpedo, 1 for himself, 2 for the Wild, 2 for the Wild from Ripcord, 2 from being the leader, and the 1 for Wild for vehicles. These 2 vehicles are coming. This one will do nothing. This one will give us 3 dice, 2 Wild, 1 vehicle. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we get to roll 3 more dice. We are trying to beat a 4. Easy peasy. We didn't even have to roll anything else. Wow, that's the luck of the draw. Just 1 fail. And then 3 more dice. Yeah, great rolls. So we have completed the high-speed heist. Log successful heist. Threat goes down by 1. And hopefully we aren't cheating. So threat goes down by 1. Explosion token will go away. Where's the other explosion token? Did I get in here? So explosion token goes away. And we are going to log successful heist. Yep, so we'll get our campaign log out. We'll put successful heist. All right. All right, so then the 2 vehicles will go from the flag to the hangar. All right, Ripcord, Torpedo, and Hawk have gone. That leaves us with Stalker. The GI got discarded. We've got Stalker with Tracker and Martial Arts. That's not going to help him do any of these. He could, however, go after this Cobra Battalion, which I think he will. So Stalker is the only Joe. He gets +3 Wild. So we'll use Martial Arts. He'll get 6 dice. 3, 4, 5, 6. And we have a service rifle. So 7 die. Needs 2. Got it. Cobra Battalion is gone. Complete. And then let's see, what are we going to get? Stealth and Recon. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. And he's looking for Stealth and Recon. So there's 3 Stealth. We could get that for 4. And then Sniper Rifle. Yeah, I think that's what we do. So let's get Ambush for 4. That goes on top. We've got 6 left. Hacking Gear for 2. We're just going to go with the Sniper Rifle for 5. That's going to go on top. And then we got Knowing It's Half the Battle comes out. And then we'll draw Snake Eyes as 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. He's going to have Sniper Rifle, Ambush, Distraction, the Ram, and a GI. Probably need more Joes in the deck. Hoping Snake Eyes would come out. All right, then that is going to be the end of the round. And now we are to the Act 2 finale. So we're going to do story mission. And then once we do this Act 2 finale, we will probably wrap up here depending on how this goes. So the Act 2 finale, if we beat this, then we know we can automatically go to episode 2. Win or lose the rest of the game, we'll be able to go to episode 2 and continue the campaign if that's what we decide to do. All right, so let me see. We got Showdown at the Warehouse. Cobra's operations have expanded. A huge warehouse full of new state-of-the-art military equipment. They're not happy we're here. One complication put Dr. Mindbender into play. Dr. Mindbender cannot be defeated until the story mission is complete. At the end of each round, target player must destroy 1 Joe in their hand. Okay, so this gets 1 complication. And Dr. Mindbender is going to be in play. And it says Dr. Mindbender cannot be defeated. All right, so we've got Dr. Mindbender. He needs Tech to be defeated. At the start of a group mission, discard the top card of the main deck. If it's a Joe, the mission has +2 difficulty. So he's basically going to be increasing the difficulty of this mission by 2. Right now it's at 6. And then based on what happens, we've got some log notes to read. All right, and Dr. Mindbender cannot be defeated until the story mission is complete. Martial arts and vehicles. And I think we have a decent amount of both of those. All right, so we are back to shipwreck. And I think all we are going to do, he doesn't have martial arts or vehicles. He can't help with the side mission. So we got shipwreck, shuriken, service rifle, second effort, and a GI. Oh, that's the story mission. I didn't do card effects. I didn't do threat meter. So threat meter is in the green. It goes up 1 and then it automatically goes up 1. Okay, now we're back to where we were at. Now we're back to where we were at. And this is Shipwreck's hand. So there's no mission to go on. Snake Eyes has a side mission, but Shipwreck can't help with that. So we're just going to 2, 4, 5, and 6. And we'll spend all 6. We'll put second effort in reserve. And we are going to promote Shipwreck. So Shipwreck is going to go from that to his promoted side. And we'll put his promoted side on top of the deck. He's going to have 3 tracker, 2 recon. The mission succeeds, draw 2 cards, but if it fails, draw 2 complications. So he's kind of dangerous. All right, so that'll go away. Promotion goes on top. Second effort goes in reserve, and we'll pull his 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he's going to have shipwreck, barbecue, GI, smart missiles, muskrat, second effort. That's not bad. We need martial arts and vehicles. That's 3 vehicles. This is when it would have been good to have some vehicles in the... All right, so we're over to Snake Eyes. We've got his hand. Got the sniper rifle, ambush, distraction, ram, and the GI. The ram's going to go to the flag. +3 recon, +2 wild. You need stealth and recon to get rid of the Moray Sea Assault. Ambush does have an ability. You may flip any player's side mission face down until the end of their next turn. Face down cards have no text. So we could do that. It's just that he has such a good thing to go against Dr. Mindbender. 6. Martial arts. Nobody has martial arts. We've got 3 vehicles. Yeah, we're going to want to do one more hand. So unfortunately, I think these 2 guys are going to go after this. Stealth and recon. This has a boat symbol on it. +2 wild. +1 vehicle. +2 tech. So 3, 4, 5. All right, so we are going to take the shark out of the hangar. Going to go after the Moray Sea Assault with ambush. So he needs 3. He's going to get 3 dice. The eel is going to get 2 dice for wild. And then we've got the sniper rifle if we need it. It only can fit 1 rider. So ambush is going alone versus the Morays. So let's see what we do. We need 3 successes. 2, 3, 4, 5. We get it. All right, so the shark is going to go into Snake Eyes discard pile. Morays are defeated. We don't have any defuse to lower it. So ambush has completed his mission. We didn't use any of these. We got 1 GI left. Nothing he can do. All right, so let's see. What do we need for the next mission? Martial arts and vehicles. I think we're going to put distraction in reserve. And we'll have 3, 4, 5, 6. We could put this in reserve. We could do 5 and do knowing is half the battle. I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to put distraction in reserve. We're going to spend 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're going to get knowing is half the battle. That's going to go on top. That's going to let us gain a number of hits equal to half the printed difficulty of this mission rounded down. Then discard this card immediately. So that'll make this mission easier next turn. See what comes out. Leatherneck, and then we'll draw Snake Eyes hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got knowing is half the battle, rocket launcher, helix, a GI, cover fire, and distraction. Yeesh, that's not a lot of GIs. I feel like I might have spent too much on non-GIs. Okay, now we're at the end of the round. Story mission. Nothing happens. Card effects, nothing. Threat meter is yellow. Cobra Battalion comes out. Moves up 1. Back to shipwreck. I think we definitely want to do the mission. So this is shipwreck's hand. We've got the upgraded shipwreck, barbecue, a GI, smart missile, muskrat, and second effort. Smart missile. Let's see. This mission needs martial arts and vehicles. Let me just check the discard. Does anybody have martial arts or vehicles in the discard? Shipwreck does not. Does Snake Eyes have martial arts or vehicles? He's got a sniper rifle. Stalker has martial arts. Torpedo has martial arts. And if a sea transport is used, Ripcord has 2 wild. Marksman and stealth. Okay, so I think we're going to use... Yeah, we'll use the smart missile. So he's going to use that and target Snake Eyes to get Torpedo out, because Torpedo has martial arts. And then Shipwreck's going to take the flag. But now let's see if Shipwreck is going to go. I'm not 100% sure he needs to go. Martial arts and vehicles. Plus 2 wild skill. It is ground, so we'll have 2 wild skill. All right, so we're going to take the flag so we can take 4 Joes. So we are going to take vehicles, 3 dice, 3 dice. Shipwreck's not going to go on this one. Snake Eyes is going to help, so Helix is going to go from Snake Eyes. And who's the last person? I think we want Muskrat to go so that we can roll the 5 dice and see if we can reduce the score. Okay, so this is who we're taking. They are taking the flag, so they'll get the bonus of the ram, which will just give them plus 2 wild because the mission is a ground mission. So we'll get that ability. And then let's check out the complication. Complication is nobody ever knocks. Oh no, you cannot use utility cards. Wait a second. Wait a second. The Snake Eyes wit. We have rocket launcher. Discard 1 complication attached to the story mission. All right, so we'll rocket launch this thing, and this guy is out of there. Now Dr. Mindbender's ability. Discard the top card of the main deck. If it is a Joe, the mission has plus 2 difficulty. All right, so we're going to go to the main deck. And this card, it is going to be, it is a Joe. Oh man, and it's Wild Bill. He has to go in the discard pile. So this is an 8 now. Okay. So we'll try to get 8. We'll roll the dice, and then we can play knowing it's half the battle. And we have distraction, so we'll see how we do. All right, so let's see. 3 dice. 6 plus sea transport from the flag, so 3. And then we've got 6 plus 2 for sea transport. That's 8. And then we'll get 4 more after that and 5. But before we do that, let's roll 5 dice and see if we can bring the difficulty down. No 2s. Nope. So it is still 8. We need 8 successes. We've got 8 dice with the first 2 guys, and then 5 dice after that. And then 7 dice. So 8 dice on the first roll, 7 dice on the second roll. We'll see what we get. 8 dice on the first roll. All right, this is a 2. Let's use distraction. Change all single dice results to double. 2, 4, 6, and 8. That's what we need. The mission has been completed. Now we would have been able to roll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more dice. But we didn't do that. But yeah, we would have got it. We would have got it pretty much anyways. All right, so this mission is complete. We did it. This is going to complete our Act 2. So success, the threat meter goes down 2. Log Mindbender bent and read number 1. All right, so log Mindbender bent. All right, so let's see what we did to wrap this up. Mindbender bent. Mindbender bent. All right, then we go to the campaign book and read top secret number 1. Just a reminder, there's spoilers, but I'm sure if you're this far, you already know that. Book number 1. The Wheels of Evil. The enemy's technology has advanced more quickly than expected. With the discovery of a secret warehouse filled to the brim with state-of-the-art Cobra vehicles, even the lowliest trooper becomes a formidable threat. If this is only one of many secret facilities, then it means that these machines are rolling out en masse. While Cobra's hasty retreat has led the Joes right to their doorstep, the fight has just begun. Now that the wheels of evil are in motion, will the team have what it takes to stop these vipers in their tracks? Setup. Open envelope 1 and retrieve the Cobra transport deck. Shuffle this deck and place it face down nearby. Retrieve the technological superiority and upgraded battalion complications and immediately shuffle them into the complications deck. If you logged successful heist, which we did. Draw the top Cobra transport and add it to the hangar. For rules on Cobra transports, turn to page 8 of the rule book. Cobra transports and the 2 Act 1 complications will be available for the remainder of the campaign. Make sure to include them during the setup and return to game. Right. So we are going to get out envelope 1. Top secret Cobra transport deck. All right, so Cobra transport deck and complications. All right, it looks like this is the Cobra transport deck. Those are the extra missions. So we are going to be shuffling these 2 complications. These will get shuffled into the complications upgraded battalion and technological superiority. We will shuffle these into our Act 2 complications deck, which is going to become Act 3 because we just passed Act 3. And then it says, draw the top Cobra transport and add it to the hangar. All right, so this is Cobra transport deck. It says retrieve the Cobra transport deck, shuffle this deck, and place it face down nearby. So we'll put the Cobra transports, I guess we'll put them up here. Take the top card and add it to the hangar. All right, so this would be something that we confiscated. So we got a Hiss tank, and we'll use the bottom. So if we use it, it can hold 4 Joes. Each Joe on this mission gains +1 wild. This is going to go into our hangar. We've confiscated a Hiss tank. That's pretty cool. Fantastic. So we'll wrap up, post-mission wrap up. We'll complete the round. Okay, so these guys all activated. It's Shipwreck's turn. So Shipwreck is the one that went on the mission. The showdown at the warehouse is going to our success pile. It's going under our successful mission. So we're going to be in Act 3. The ram we used from the flag, so that's going to go to the hangar. Helix and Muskrat. Helix is from Snake Eyes, so she will go to his discard because that was out of turn. These 3 guys will go back to Shipwreck. The rocket launcher and distraction are going to go to Snake Eyes discard because he used those. So he'll only have 3 cards next turn. So now we still have, he still has a GI and Shipwreck. So we got 2 cards remaining. Dr. Mindbender is still out. Nothing said that Dr. Mindbender had to go away. So he is still out to fight until we get rid of him. He has a 4 with tech. I don't have tech. There's 1 Cobra battalion. I could go after that using tracker. I think we want to use recon. I could take the ram and get 5 dice. Nope. Let's go ahead and go after the Cobra battalion. And we are going to take, I think we're just going to take the vamp. I'm tempted to take the ram, but I kind of want to get rid of this guy. No, I'll just take the ram. This GI won't go. So Shipwreck's going to go solo in the ram. That GI will wait. Going to use recon. So he's going to get 5 dice. Looking for 2 successes. He gets it. Cobra battalion is defeated. And if this mission succeeds, he gets to draw 2 cards. Cobra battalion goes away. Ram goes to the discard. Shipwreck's right here. He gets to draw 2 more cards. You got Scuba Gear and Cover Girl. So Cover Girl has tech. I think she's going to go after Dr. Mindbender. She's get 4 tech dice. Scuba Gear, target player draws 2 cards. And Dr. Mindbender is a group mission. So somebody else can go with them. We could take this 1 GI. I guess there's no reason not to try to do it with just her. Nothing gives tech, right? +2 stealth, +2 wild. Nope. Nothing is giving tech. All right, so we'll see if they can do it. So she's going to get 5 dice. 4 for her, 1 for him. Going after Dr. Mindbender. They do have this. They could take Snake Eyes guy. Or we could take the his tank. We will take Snake Eyes GI also, because he has knowing is half the battle. And if we need to, we can use knowing is half the battle. All right, so we're going to get 4, 5, 6 dice, trying to get 4 successes. Let's see if we can do it. Come on, cover girl. Only 2 successes. Yep, so we are going to use knowing is half the battle. Gain a number of hits equal to half the printed difficulty of this mission rounded down. Then discard this card immediately. So we're going to use knowing is half the battle. We're going to gain 2 hits because that's half of his tech. And then we only need 2 successes. And Dr. Mindbender is defeated. He'll go back into the pile. All right, that's a good round. Good job for Cover Girl. We are going to retire these 2 GIs. Vamp will go back to the hangar. Cover Girl's work is done. Then we're going to use scuba gear on the mission. We'll use that and target Snake Eyes, and he'll get to draw 2 cards because he's only down to 1 card, which is horrible. And then we will recruit, and we'll almost be done with the round. All right, so recruiting 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 recruit, and we're going to need tracker for the next thing. So 12 recruit, tracker, we'll get psych out for 3. That means we got 9 left. Tracker. We will get night vision goggles for 3. 6 left. Why doesn't rock and roll have tracker? And then we'll spend 6 and take rock and roll. He's too good to pass up. For Peter. Then we will go to Snake Eyes' turn. Snake Eyes helped on the last mission, and he only has second effort, cover fire, and gas grenade. None of which are useful. 2, 4, 4. I think we might get that detonator. I feel like we need to get rid of some of his crappy cards. We could get Leatherneck. Marksman. Tracker. I am going to spend 4 and get the detonator. Target player may destroy 1 card in their discard pile. That'll go on top of Snake Eyes' deck. We'll draw his 5. Hold on 1 second. I did not draw Shipwreck's 5. Proximity Mine comes out. So Shipwreck's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. He's going to have Poly, Lift, Ticket, Psych Out, Night Vision, and Rock and Roll. And then Snake Eyes 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll have to shuffle his deck. He's going to have Comms, Promoted Snake Eyes, Diffuse, Detonator, and 1 more card. Distraction. Not a great hand. And then we are at the end of the round. All right, so I think we'll pause there. The next turn will start with revealing the first mission of Act 3. We'll shuffle the complications for Act 3. And then we will continue our campaign of Raise the Flagg, Episode 1. All right. So Act 3, Episode 1 coming up. If you're enjoying the content so far, feel free to hit that like button, throw a yo-jo in the comments. And as always, thanks for watching and have a great day.